are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup. Clearly not going his way of late. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly to second for one. On to first to complete the double play. Digging. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that is off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it up to third.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time,
He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Hard on the ground towards short, and a base hit as the run will score from to an early lead in the first and never look back. Orlando Aparicio with his fourth win this. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball. Finish. The Toronto Blue Jays hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Johnny. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup. Into the box.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do.
Bobby Lovallo.
On a line, that's a base hit. Cervantes rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to.
He was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Digging in once again. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll score the run from second as they open it up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! Digging in.
If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Miguel Valdez earns his first win of the season. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of So come
change up, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And they'll have runners at second. William Contreras. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him. Point. Hit on the ground out to short. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
That one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's one.
He's out.
Back to first, a double play, and we stay. Guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Yeah, no question.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another. Standing in, Wolverine has gone down on strikes.
Screw it, let's go, drive it.
The 1-2. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. One. The Baltimore Orioles crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the final score. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. At the plate, Wolverine, and he's want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field, and that one is gone. two-run shot to straightaway center.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Hitter, Alexi Chavez.
Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for one. On to first, a double play. At bats to this point. Set to deliver on nothing. Here it comes. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one. Frank Pimentel earns win number 4. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on. In now, Wolverine
has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far through the first 5 games.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
At the plate, Wolverine. He'll go to
Right here.
swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot here to straightaway right field.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series.
Wolverine will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs?
Now batting. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. One there. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as the Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Michael Rector. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead. Blue Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Joseph Green earned his 5th. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. Nothing in 2 count, and ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Minnesota Twins came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Luis. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the. So striding in, Wolverine.
As a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Down the third baseline. Throw not nearly in time, so just bottom of the inning now. So coming to the plate.
First base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time to finish. Minnesota took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Number 16. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. Top of one, and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way.
The Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Matt. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the. Ready once again.
Grinder fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third.
And that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch. He drives into the.
Rod Hampton earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Tommy Cassidy. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got
at the player pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center.
Well, that lead didn't last very long. Great swing of the bat right there to get your team right back in it and tie this one.
Stepping into the box. 0-1, here it comes.
Nice hit.
Lined into right, a base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Digging in and looking for more. Wolverine.
But not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Scooped up. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile, the 11-5, the final tally in this one. Detroit put on a real offensive show with 11 runs. So a big spot here as a pinch hitter is going to come on with the bases loaded.
Sitting on something right here. Wolverine.
Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first. Not in time as the final. Seattle took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Russell. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. Stepping in and ready for another shot.
Count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Boy, not close again. His runners in scoring position, Kevin Lytle, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Belted high in the air out to left. Gone! It's a grand slam. Now batting. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
The first baseman.
The 1-2.
Giordano.
He gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double. Now at the plate, Wolverine. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quick. And 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in. Now the relay home. And not in time. Next to first pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, but he is in there with he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game and what